I'm very happy to connect with you. And today in this video, I would like to contemplate with you a topic that was bothering me for quite some time. I really had to dive deeper to find the answer that I was looking for. It's about us being authentic. It's about us being open to share our wisdom and knowledge that we all have, because we all experience so many ups and downs. We have our life stories, our life's journeys, and we were all going through a really hard time in our life. And many of us, we found the formula how to elevate yourself, right? So it means that this formula that we found, it can be the medicine for other people who are going through this very similar experience. So saying that, I feel and I know and I believe that all human beings, we carry the medicine for this world. We carry the medicine for the humanity. We carry the medicine for ourselves. And by sharing this medicine and by sharing your voice, it can really elevate our evolution, how we connect, and how we live our life. So, but then the question comes, if I have the medicine, if I have the formula that I figured out, and this formula really helped me, now I want to share it with other people, right? It's completely normal, and I think that this is the way it should be. But then comes the next stage. How do I share it? And some people use social media, some people use YouTube, some people write books or make movies, or they make an art, right? We all have different way of expression of our gifts and our medicine. So I express my medicine, I call it medicine, using social media. And lately I've noticed that the way I was sharing was not always pure. And it's not about the message. It's not about the idea. The idea and the message itself is beautiful. Because indeed, it was my formula and the solution to the formula, or the struggle that I was going through. But the tone, how we share, this is something that we are in control of. And this is where our ego can play a big role. Some of us, we are more prone to egocentric expression. And let me give you an example. I'm a karmic numerologist. I work with numbers. I work with genes. And I've noticed that if you have a bunch of number 1 in your date of birth, number 1 is very entangled with the egocentric energy that we have as a shadow, but at the same time, it makes sense because number 1, it's about leadership, right? So in order for us to become a good leaders who are gonna go and find the way out, someone who's gonna walk the path that is not very walkable, they will go back to their community and they will say, hey guys, I found the way out. Please follow me. This is the leader. This is the energy number 1, or sometimes I call it code number 1. But in order for us to be good leaders, we need to do a deep work with our ego. It means how we're gonna express or how we're gonna invite people to follow this path that we found. And here's something that I was sitting with, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel that the way I express my vision, my experience, it comes from the heart, and it feels very sincere. But sometimes, yeah, I feel that I can start playing this egocentric uh, play. And recently, I really noticed it when I was sharing on my social media, on Instagram specifically. And you know how it is on Instagram. You kind of like, there are certain games that you play because Instagram has its own way of communicating and expressing your message. So if you want your message to be heard and seen, you kind of like need to play this game. And by saying that, I mean you need to use the hooks, you need to make your message very powerful, right? So you can catch attention of someone who's just scrolling. And I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like playing this game. And I guess this is the reason why I am here on YouTube, because there is a part of me who doesn't want to use any hooks and doesn't want to play this game. And I just want to believe that this message and this video that I'm recording right now, it will be shown to the people that need to hear it. People who are here not for the hooks, but people who can just feel the energy and the tone and the vibration of the message. And this is where the purity comes in, right? So I noticed that, yeah, okay, something is off. This Instagram games and me kind of like jumping around doesn't feel good, and it's just boosts my ego. And I had to stop pretty much posting anything, sharing anything, because I felt that I would rather not share anything than share it with the tone of the ego, or just it's just not the nice energy that I would like to put out there. And then I was contemplating on that, okay, but I mean we all have ego, right? It's part of us, and it's not a bad thing unless we know how to handle it and alchemize it. So, and then the question was, do I still need to keep sharing? Even when I feel that, okay, the tone of my voice was not very pure, how it could be, I know. And just know that, well, perhaps someone needs to hear this message that I'm about to share. Or is it the time when we actually need to pause more? And it's the era where it's not about how often you post or how strong your hook is. It's actually about the precision and the purity of the message itself. Is it better to just post 1,000 videos every day that have a really strong message, or just post one per month, but post it from the heart? So this is something that I was sitting with. This is what I found out for myself, and also after contemplating with other people and who are also going through same experience, is that I really do believe that we are living in this world where we are bombarded with information. It was a time when we didn't have this information, we didn't have all this, beautiful books that share the wisdom of indigenous people, of old traditions, and we were pretty much living as a blind kitties. And now all this information is given to us. It's like the universe gave us all the formulas how to figure this out. And now we're bombarded with the flow of information. And we just keep, purging this information on social media, and to the point that sometimes it makes me feel like I want to vomit. Like, I read this information, yeah, it's interesting, but it makes me nauseous because I feel that it's a lot. And maybe it's an opportunity for us to be, first of all, more selective to the message. And also, maybe it is an invitation to dive deeper into our being to find our own answers instead of trying to find it, on social media or on other platforms. So I'm not saying that it should be either this or that. It should be balanced. Absolutely. But I feel that the approach, how we consume information, how we use social media platforms is changing. And this is what I am trying to figure out for myself, how I would like to use social media, how I would like to share the knowledge and the wisdom that I received in my life, something that can be very beneficial for other people. So I decided that I'm going to stick to this approach where the precision and the quality is better than the quantity. And I feel that I'm gonna record only when I feel that I'm fully aligned, when the message comes from my heart and not from my ego. And right now I feel that it does come from my heart. And I also felt that, even when there is a certain moment when we come and we express something and we feel that, well, it's not so pure how I want it to be. As you can see, I'm kind of like a little bit obsessed with the idea of purity, and I will explain you a little bit later why. What we can do is just, we can be honest. And we can say like, hey, right now maybe I'm a little bit, going into my ego self. But I'm here to tell you that, yeah, this is what I feel. But my vision and my intention is for you to hear the message and just take it as you want. And my intention is to make this message very just to express it with love, right? So maybe, I don't know, I feel like I overcomplicated it again. That's my problem. Every time I record this video, sometimes I can go too deep into one, then jump to another. And this is how my imagination works, and I'm just sometimes can be all over the place. It can be also explained with the karmic numerologists and the numbers and all that. I'm gonna dive deeper into these topics, and I will speak more about numbers because I'm a karmic numerologist, and many of these things that I'm sharing with you, it can be explained just analyzing your date of birth. And in my case, I'm just gonna tell you that I noticed that people who have tons of number ones in their date of birth, it's the energy of the leader, people who are meant to guide, people who are meant to find new formulas in life, to find new paths, right? It's pioneers. But also this number comes with a huge ego behind. And here is the twist. This ego, it's not really a bad thing, because this ego will remind to this person of the potential and the mission that he or she has. But then, number one person should keep it very balanced, right? Because when you find the path, you find the formula, you go back to your community and you say like, hey guys, I think I know the way out. Follow me. It can be expressed through the version of egocentric self, like I'm a cool dude, I'm gonna save the world now, right? Or it can be expressed through the place of the heart, right? So it's this play that we need to learn how to play. And I mean, we're still dealing with ego. It's part of us. This is part of this reality. And it's all good. But I feel that as long as we can be honest, at least just be honest with people, because we're all souls and the God is looking through our eyes to each other. Like, I mean, I don't see your eyes, but I see the camera, and we still feel each other, right? Just as long as you still tap into your heart, and even when things are not really perfect, even when you can be a little bit overly obsessed about your uniqueness, or that you're such an amazing dude or woman who found a way out, just be honest with people. And sometimes it's just nice to admit that, okay, you see this, that was me. I was a little kind of like too excited about the fact that, yeah, I find the path out. You know, just things like that. Just, yeah. Okay, I think I need to wrap it up. It was a long contemplation, all over the place contemplation. I don't know what you guys think about it. If you're still watching, please let me know if it lands, this message, if you can resonate with it, if you feel the if you feel the heart. Okay. I'm looking forward to hear your comments, and this is my moment to be honest with you. I need to practice how to record these videos to make them more structured, so they kind of like have a certain structured flow, but it's gonna take time for me. So yes, my video, they can be all over the place. This is how I think. This is the process that is happening in my head. And this is code 7, people. And I will share more about code 7 people in my next video. And code 7 people, it's those who were born on the 7th, 16th, 25th. This is code 7. So if this is your code, I invite you to join and watch my next video that I'm gonna record. Sending you a lot of love. Thank you. Enjoy this day, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.